All right, guys, welcome into our recap of week one. And I'm going to bring you my hot take from week one, which is that Ohio State and Texas will both be semifinal teams by the end of the year. I know Texas took a 7-14 L in Columbus, okay? And it looked like an ugly offensive game, and it was. But my number one rule of football is that defenses start out at a better place early in a season than offenses do, and offenses grow as the season goes. And what I saw in that game in Columbus was two football teams running around with a really fast defense, playing in the right positions, holding teams to limited possessions. That was elite level football. See, you can watch a football game and you can tell when the score is low because both teams are just playing really, really good ball, and the score is low because both teams are executing poorly. All right, now don't get me wrong. You have two guys who've never started at quarterback. There were moments where they were off on their throws, but I wouldn't say that the issues in that game came from an execution point. I would say that the issues in that game came from more so an elite set of defense, especially, oh my goodness, Patricia as a defensive coordinator for Ohio State. Oh my, wow. I was blown away with how he called that game for Ohio State. And I saw two teams that I seriously, they're definitely playoff teams. Let's get that out of the way right now. Those two teams will definitely both be playoff teams. But I think they have everything they need to go all the way to the Final Four again, both of them.
I'm not convinced. I listen. So again, one of the worst things that you can do in week one is draw concrete conclusions based upon a week one game. I don't care if it's number one versus number three. I don't care if it's number 8 versus unranked Alabama, Florida State. I don't care. It's very difficult. I don't care if it's a 73-3 win. You cannot draw conclusions from week one. However, I'm going to draw conclusions. Whoever started this freaking Arch Manning for Heisman BS that we were fed all off season long, anybody that listened to this propaganda and went out and put money on him to win the Heisman deserves to get their money back, because what I saw for 3.5 quarters was utterly embarrassing. Now, Julian saying wasn't much better, okay? The only issue, though, that I have with how Arch Manning in Texas played is Sarkisian looked like he did not trust Arch Manning, and that's a big concern for me, number one. They did run the ball well. I mean, it had 166 rushing yards. Ohio State did not. Now, again, you can take that with a grain of salt. Was Texas's front seven just that elite? I don't know. It looked like there was a lot of back and forth issues on offense, whether it be personnel, whether it be execution. Play calling was horrendous. Texas had it in within, what was it, the 4-yard line twice and walked away with 0 points.
That's
Like,
that Ohio State goal line defense, man.
like you just simply can't do that. That's play calling to me too, though. I mean, 3 runs right up the middle. Like, yeah, you assume that you can get a half a yard, but at the end of the day, if it didn't work the first time, let's try something else. The same thing happened in their playoff game last year. What was the goal line defense for Ohio State? Now, I think Ohio State is absolutely elite. I don't think the same thing about Texas. I don't think they make the SEC championship game.
Let me ask you this: do you think the lack of calling a pass play on the goal line stems from the sack fumble 97-yard game closing touchdown that happened less than a year ago? I'm just saying, like,
It could have been. It could have
I
been.
just, and maybe I'm overreacting to text, but let me give you this at least with Arch. I think that Ohio State defense is either the best or second best defense he's going to play the entire season, like hands down. Texas doesn't play a super loaded SEC roster. They do have that road game with Georgia. That's why I'm saying it's either the best or second best. I need to see Georgia's defense a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Like I'm definitely convinced with Ohio State. I'll admit I'm reaching a little with Texas, but I think they'll be in the Final Four too. I think you give Arch Manning a full season to actually play, develop confidence between him and his coach and his play calling. And I do
Dude, like
think
he's
I,
been there 3 years. Like, I don't
yeah,
care
but
if he's
never
only
been.
started 2 games. Same coaching staff too. It's not like he's
Yeah,
gone through 6 different coordinators.
I think there is a level though. You got to admit this is a road game in a top 5 road venue in the entire country for your first real start. Like I know he started against a cruddy Mississippi State team, and like I think it was Louisiana Monroe was his other start. So they might have been better than Mississippi State, to be honest with you. This was by far, this was baptism by fire. Okay. Like that's what this was. So I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of an overreaction, but I think Texas will be a top 4 team by the end of the year. And I know Ohio State will. That Ohio State team was really good.
And listen, I'll admit, I'm just pissed because this is a crazy stat. Ohio State in all of history has 8 wins versus SEC opponents. 2 of those has been Texas. And Texas has been in the SEC for 13 months. I mean, 14 months, whatever. I mean, they're sitting there losing to Ohio State with an SEC patch, making all of us look bad. But what we did for, 100 years before was just beat the piss out of Ohio State.
Heck, Missouri beat them.
Yeah.
Missouri beat them in Cotton Bowl.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just upset at Texas. They literally took a plate to the 50-yard line and pooped on it, and instead of playing football. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm pissed off, and you might be right. Heck, you probably are right. But I'm just mad. I'm just plain and simple.
Hey, that's fair, man. And you guys tell us what you think down in the comment section. Is Texas and Ohio State both going to be Final Four teams? And if you want to tell me Ohio State's not, then get out of the comment section. I don't need you down there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to 3 Bowl Takes. I've been Quinn, joined by Freddie here. We're going to get on out.